Ushtave, I am back and changing my channel up a little bit. Some of the videos I'm going to repost here. Some of them I don't find worth reposting because I see a lot of ego in them on my part, and as well it's not promoting positivity. I want to keep this channel positive. I'm still a Zoroastrian with some hermetic practices that I do in my own thing in my own home. And I've just been taking a break from social media for a bit and realizing that social media combined with political correctness or certain buzz phrases on the right-wing side like cuck or beta male, it's just not promoting positivity. It's not promoting the world being a happier place. And I would like to shift the focus of this channel to more dealing with philosophy and spirituality and healing the mind. I think what I've been noticing on some of the Zoroastrianism Facebook forums is that people will often say, oh, remember, good thoughts, good words, good deeds, and they end up turning the 3Gs into a cliche. But yet there's a full science behind good thoughts, good words, and good deeds. And it was an online acquaintance of mine who brought this to my attention. And rarely do we actually talk about the science of what makes something a good thought, a good word, and a good deed. And why does it start with good thoughts? And it has to start with good thoughts. And it starts with good thoughts so that, as Armand Ariana, who's the president of the California Zoroastrian Center, says, it has to start with good thoughts so that you could avoid going to confession. And so now, focusing on the starting point of thought, well, what makes something a good thought? Keep in mind the word good, which I prefer the term right or righteous, personally. I think that would be a better translation to Vohu. That in order for a thought to be good, since good by nature is positive, it has to be a thought that reflects truth. It has to be a thought that is Asha compatible. Compatible with that which is present, that which is reality. It cannot be a thought that is false in order for it to be a good thought. For instance, my neighbor has a Maserati, which is a true thought, not a bad thought. I want my neighbor's Maserati. It's a true thought, not a bad thought, because I can't help what I want and don't want, or what I like and dislike. But let's say the thought shifted to something like, I want my neighbor's Maserati, therefore I'm going to hold him up at gunpoint and carjack him, because I need to have it. Well, A, it's not a true thought that I need to have it. And to go to the extent of risking jail time, possibly hurting your neighbor, something that neither benefits the carjacker or the person being carjacked, thinking that I need to have that Maserati, that is where the delusion comes in. That's where the bad thought that leads to the bad word and bad action comes in. See, the three G's, good thoughts, good words, and good deeds, they are always to benefit the long term because they are aligned with truth. They are aligned with that which is. And I know some people watching this will probably get defensive. Oh, well, what is truth? Well, I can't give you a blueprint to that. That is left to your own intuition, reason, and discernment to find out. However, you got to really be using discernment. That does not mean lying to yourself. Hitler was not using his own discernment. He was deluding himself. Discernment works like a razor to cut through the layers of confusion to get to clarity. And so understanding that principle, I still stand by what I said in earlier videos concerning racism, because I think to achieve the ideal society, to align our minds with Ahura Mazda, we need to eliminate superstition and we need to eliminate prejudice. As a matter of fact, prejudice is a superstition. And that through eliminating superstition and prejudice, we align ourselves with Asha and with Ahura Mazda, the ideal consciousness. And in so doing so, we bring forth the dominion of Mazda. And create a paradise here on earth. See, helping the needy, it's like, oh, that person needs food, and I got plenty of it. I got enough to share. How about I help this guy out? See, those are true thoughts. Thoughts that are aligned with truth, because that person really does need food. He's starving, or she is starving. You got plenty of food that you can give. So why not give it and make yourself happy and that person who's starving happy so that they're no longer starving? And that is the science behind good thoughts and good words and good deeds. But we must always make sure that in order to discern, that it has to be aligned with the present. It has to be aligned with truth. It cannot be aligned with false things that can only exist within our head. And that is a wrap. And I wish all of you a wonderful new year. And Ushtave.